Exodus 19:5 says, Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakah, Kodash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. We are coming back at you with another one, talking about servants of the Lord, Yahshua Allah, the princes of the power. Now there's something that stood out with me, lambacking off one of the elders over there in Mississippi, either Mississippi or former Mississippi, but he made mention of this word and it stuck with me. This word here, freedom. It always comes up. A lot of people desire this word. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you prefer out of the pictures? You know, birds desire it. Animals in this kingdom anyway. Animals in the zoo, they desire it. Women who have been married for about a year, married government marriage, especially government marriage. And men who have been married for about a year desire this word freedom. Right, but we're just looking at these images here to give you an idea. This one, I prefer it. Because to some extent, freedom, we're all under a form of slavery. To a greater or lesser degree. We're still slaves. We're all still slaves. And nobody is going to get a 100% of that word. On this side, that's why the word stuck with me. What one of the elders said, he said, free. The 2/3 want to be free to be dumb. I made mention of it yesterday, but when I started to do the video, it took me in another direction. The direction of how the wisdom of the Lord is unsearchable, which is all right in the spirit. It's all we're led by the spirit, the spirit is like the wind. So it took me in a different direction, and I'm glad it did, and I went with it. So yeah, that's true though. The wisdom of the Lord is unsearchable, man. You know, Romans chapters 11 and 33. You know, because you cannot complain of being bored when you get into this truth. Now the spirit's jumped on me again. Talk about it, but I'm gonna stay on track. You cannot complain to be bored when you're in this truth, because there's too much to do. As far as when you're doing the videos, the elders are a very good example. Our elders and our apostles, they change it up. They go into different topics, vast amount of topics, history, which I done a video, was it this week, into some history. No doubt we're going to get into some prophecy. Right now, this word is been on me. It's been on me, this word. The elder mentioned it. Freedom, free, because the 2/3, I'm back on track. The 2/3 want to be free to be dumb. Freedom on this Instagram thing, this social media thing. And one of the brothers mentioned to me on one of our sit downs that there's this place, some young people over there in America was getting gum. Some young Jake, so-called black young youth, was getting chewing it and then sticking it on the wall. And then everybody followed suit. Everybody started chewing gum and sticking it on the wall. And they put that on they film it and put it on Instagram. And you know what happens? It goes viral, because that's what the algorithm wants it to do. Folly. So they push in folly, and they want to be free. Yeah, the 2/3 and the wicked in general, the whole of the wicked of this world is led by folly, and they call it freedom to be dumb, to go on social media and put up any kind of stupid trend, and the algorithm takes it, especially if you're a so-called young black man. The algorithm takes it and pushes it and makes it go viral. Then everybody jumps on the bandwagon and gets views, and gets popularity and becomes a influencer, social media influencer, and then they get paid for doing it, because that's all what's being pushed. Let's get back to this now. That was just an example. So it's because of this word, people are dying to be free. They think they're being free. The word is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants. Freedom, I'll put my own little twist on it. Freedom, the people want freedom to be dumb on the social media, on the Instagram. Freedom to be dumb on the Instagram. Any little trend that they come up with, it might be just doing something, thinking of the most vile things that they come up with. And you know where I'm going, the alphabet business and all these really big rainbow people thinking of the most vile things, putting it up on the social media, the Instagram, and making it go viral. So that's what they think is freedom. Freedom, speak or think as one wants. Privilege, right? Entertainment, yeah, that comes under entertainment. Right to do, right to do. The state of not being imprisoned or enslaved. That's it. Liberate, liberty, delivery. That's the point. Another one here. I went into some of this, or I wanted to, because it saves time me looking up all whole heap of different websites. This is the online etymology dictionary. The state of free will. State of free will. Let's see if I can find the old English. The old in the old Latin, or where is it? Fish. No, I can't pronounce that. Possession of particular privileges is free. Well, that's it. The old English. That's how you pronounce it, which I won't be able to pronounce that very good. That's enough said on that. Free, yeah, exempt from, not in bondage, acting of one's own will. Also noble, joyful, beloved, not in bondage. Beloved, not in bondage. Oh, there it is, the old. That's how you pronounce it. Old Saxon, Germany. Some of the pronunciations there, I'm gonna butcher them if I try and pronounce them. There you have it, man. So that's what the etymology said. So this is what people are crying for, and I tapped in, give an example of freedom, or people think that they want, and when they get it, right, they go mad. For example, a poor man, and he wins the lottery, and he says, "Oh, I've won the lottery, now I'm free to do what I please." And when you hear the backstory of this so-called poor man who won the lottery, he ends up, on some kind of, addicted to some kind of drug. It might be crystal meth. It might be any kind of those class A, class B, class A. It might be opioid. It might be fentanyl. And then he ends up on his head, because he was free to do what he wanted, and he didn't really have no rules to keep him in check. No laws or no rules. So this is what people think they want: the right to life, freedom of this, the demonstration. People with this. Then what's trending on? I think it's still happening. The protests over there, the student protests over there, which was it picked up a lot of momentum over there. Certain states in the colleges, Harvard and all those so-called posh colleges, people wanted the freedom to demonstrate, and then a lot of them got arrested. So it wasn't free after all. Which that's coming down the pipe, right? The coronium laws. I'm butchering the word, but the taking away the freedom of rights and freedom of speech and all of that. Which that's why they're gonna set the stage. They're doing it now to take away the Bible, right? The freedom of speech, because we're cutting them so much left, right, and centre. The big nose people with the smile hats, right? It's them that are behind it, wanting to do away with the Bible, because if there is any form of freedom, it would be getting into the scriptures, which even in that, we're still behind enemy lines. So that's why Yahweh Yahushua said, do not throw your pearls to swine. You understand? Or do not throw your pearls to swine, or be as wise as serpents and as harmless as doves. So even in the scriptures, we're still behind enemy lines. We have to walk circumspect as well. Yeah. Awake, for this is not your rest. Micah, is it Micah 2:10? I think it's 2:10 or one of them, But this is not our rest. Arise, this is not our rest. So we ain't free, right? This doesn't matter what way you want to cut it and slice it. You 2/3 want to be free, and you're going to end up ruining yourself, which a lot of you are ruining yourselves anyway. You understand? When we've been getting into it with the boule people, them low level the low level Masons, the boule people that sold their soul to the devil, and Jaguar Wright, Cat Williams. If I just mention those names, you know who I'm talking about. Jaguar Wright, Cat Williams, and others are exposing all of them. The Puff Daddies and all those being exposed because they thought they wanted freedom, and they got it, and it bugged them all out. Let me just say it like that. So let's get back to the blue letter now. If you can see where I'm going, right? Blue letter and Exodus 19:5 says, now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure. Because, like I say, in the scriptures, right? Yes, you have freedom. You have a relative freedom, a certain amount of freedom, but that comes with it's not even, it's conditional. It's conditional because now when you look into it, it says, now therefore, Exodus 19:5, if you will obey my voice indeed. Yeah, who are we talking about? We're talking about our king. You understand? Our king, what you Christians call Jesus, which we don't use that word. Yahushua. We have to obey his voice indeed and keep his covenant. Alright, that's the covenant, the law, to the best of our ability. Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. So that's how you get that freedom, what these 2/3 are talking about, which is the best type of freedom, right? We're going to bring out the precepts and reading on, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. The holy nation, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. That's the point. I could end it there, right? So you do have freedom, but it's relative. I could end it there, but I've got a couple of more to bring out. Right? Well, they're crying for freedom. Right? These people are crying for freedom. Right? They're crying for this. Right? Freedom. Right? The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants, and then they get it, and they turn fool. They bug out. That's why the Most High is exposing all these elite, so-called elite or rebels of our people who sold their soul to the devil. Right? Because it's conditional. And even with Yahshua Allah, which we don't mind, and we're all right with it, we're happy to be a slave to Yehovah Hashem Yeshua. Let's get back to some more precepts. We are slaves, and we're happy to be slaves to the Most High Yehovah Hashem Yeshua. Exodus, we just read Exodus 5. Let's read 1 Peter 2:9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him. Right? Also, you see, it's conditional. We have to show praises to the Lord. And we are right with that. Of him who have called you out of the darkness unto his marvelous light. Like I say, it's making a point here for me. Let me just read the scriptures. Because he called us out of the darkness of what these people are still in, under the kosh of the devil, which they thought they was going to be free if they sold their soul. They ended up having to do more sacrifices, having to go deeper, having to be hated, and hating themselves, can't even look in the mirror. When you hear the stories of a lot of them, they don't even want to look at themselves in the mirror. All these Biebers, Justin Biebers, and all of these people, right? And I mentioned, you know, these others, Cat Williams, they're all juiced in as well. They ain't getting a they ain't gonna go under the radar because they're all part of the same game, playing different roles in the game, right? Which they're all juiced in. So they're all slave to their god, which is the ease. They're slave to their god, which is ultimately the big nose people with the smile hats. That's who they're slaves to, and they thought they would be free. Nah, here. This is who we are slaves to. Reading on, which in time past we were not a people, but are now the people of Yahweh. This is who we're slave to, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Right? That's the point right there. Like I say, I could end it there, but we just read on. Read on down. Dearly beloved, I beseech you, as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. Yeah, having your conversations honest among the Gentiles that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may be your good works, they may by your good works, which they shall behold, glory Yahweh in the day of the visitation. Let's jump down to 13. Carry on reading. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the kings as supreme. Right? So, yes, we're slaves. We are slaves to Yahweh. Right? God, and you call him God and Jesus, you Christians. But we also still in this place, in this behind enemy lines. And we have to submit ourselves to the ordinances of men. Right? For those of you who are in the corporate world, it could be your boss, your governors, you know, your colleagues in some shape or form, and also your conduct, which is speaks volumes. It gives glory to the Most High. You understand? For newly interested ones as well, our conduct speaks volumes. That we're letting our light shine right here, as we go on the highways and the byways, and we do these videos. Is that a fly there? Oh, let it go. We do these videos. Got distracted by a fly, which speaks volumes. You know, it's the work, as the elders always say. The elders and apostles do the work, right? Because you don't know, you got newly interested ones. You call sleeper cells or secret admirers. Yeah, that really want to be a part of this and learning, and are learning and growing via your actions, your works, what you're doing. Don't underestimate the what the Spirit of the Most High can do, and let it take you. Like I say, it's like the wind. Go with it. Go with the Spirit of the Lord. Reading on, right? And yeah, we give all the glory to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yoshua. We give him the glory. Reading on. Or unto governors, as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers and for the praise of them that do well. Yeah, that's the point right there. We can read on. For so is the will of Yahweh, that with well doing you may put the silence of the ignorance of the foolish. Yeah, by your conduct. Once again, your well doing. You doing this work. Right? People are gonna have that curious spirit. Spoke about that a little bit yesterday. That curious spirit in righteousness, wanting to learn by your actions, wanting to know more, wanting to ask questions on the comment boards, or when you're out there on the highways and the byways. What are those garments you're wearing? What is all that? What is all that? The fringes. What's that about? What's this Laquan Kodash I keep hearing you talking about? What's this you know, the Wada and Yoba Shimon, what's all this, this language? Tell me about it. Tell me more, yeah? That's what we're talking about. As free and not using the liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of Yahweh. Right? That's it, man. That's the point I was really making there. For so is the will of Yahweh, that with well doing you may put to silence the ignorance of the foolish men, yeah, the scoffers and haters. But ultimately, we're going to win over the elect. We're going to win over the elect. And some of the elect were, at one stage, they may have started out scoffing, right? This is the point that he's making here. They may have started out scoffing, but because of he says, because of the well-doing, you may put to silence the ignorance of the foolish. A lot of the scoffers, a lot of them came out of being scoffing. The elect could have been in all different type of things, but your well-doing, your good works, won them over, and they now become a brother or a learner. They're now learning, as some of us once were. We got our curiosity answered, all the questions answered. Yeah, here's the point as well. Reading on, as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness. So you're free. We are free. That's where the freedom comes, under the Most High. But not using the liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of Yahweh. This is where the true freedom is. Yeah. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honoring the king. Right? So we're free, but we have to fear the Most High, as it says in Psalms 2 and 8. Fear, serve the Lord with fear and with joy and with trembling. So yes, do we have a liberty? Yeah, we have a freedom, but not using the liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, as it's saying here. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honoring the king. Love the brotherhood, right? And you will love the brotherhood because the fear of the Lord is the motivator. Right? You understand? You will love the brotherhood. Doesn't matter what background you come from, right? Because Yahushua, yes, he was a austere man, but he was also very balanced. Yahushua was a very balanced man. Yes, he was an austere man, but even in the austereness, even in the austerity, was it say rebuke, silent rebuke, open rebuke is better than secret love. Even in the austereness, you can rebuke, and it's in love. So open rebuke is better than secret love. So open rebuke is love as well, even in our austerity. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honor the king. Yeah, the servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. Right? Making the point even more. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, for those who are in the corporate world, or just in our day-to-day life, showing respect, being courteous out there. Yeah, even when people are mean, still be courteous. And I know brothers have got their testimonies of mean masters, which are their bosses or their governors, whoever it may be, right? But with all fear, right? Servants, be subject to your masters, even when they're mean, with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward, right? That's what I'm talking about. The froward. Sometimes they're hard. Even in your shopping, your local shopping newsagent, when they're rude to you, they may not give you the money in your hands, put it down on the table, all kinds of, things that you just pick up and you just say, oh, okay. But it doesn't matter, yeah? Subject to your master with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. So, yeah, but we don't throw our pearls to swine, and we, as Yahushua said, do not throw your pearls to swine. There's a balance in that. And also be wise as serpents and as harmless as doves. So yeah, people that talk about freedom, the real freedom is in this truth. Yeah, this is where the real freedom is. Yeah, let's read on. For this is thankworthy. This is thankworthy with who? The Most High. If a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully. Yeah, there you have it, Akim. Alright. This is thankful, this is good with the Lord, with the Most High. This is thankfully, if a man for good conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully. And if we have to do that, we will do that too, because it is agreeable. Let's read on. For what glory is it, if when you be buffeted, but your faults you shall take it patiently. Yeah. But if when you do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh. right? That's it, because you're giving the glory to the Most High, and that's an act of faith too. When you suffer wrongfully, knowing that it's acceptable with God, and you will be justified anyway. You will be acquitted anyway. You will be justified anyway. Let's get into some of this. One word here, and then we're gonna end it. Abarazah. Acceptable, right? First of all, we suffer patiently. G54 AE5. And I know brothers have got testimony. We got testimonies on that. We're gonna leave that to another video. This is gonna be a quick one. Yeah? That which affords by pleasure, delight, sweetness, charm, loveliness, grace of speech, goodwill, loving kindness, favor. It's acceptable with the Lord. Right? We use your chastisement, suffering wrongfully. It's acceptable. A gift of grace, benefit. That's beautiful right there. Yeah. Goodwill, loving kindness, favor. Right, with the Most High. When you do these things, you suffer with the Most High. It's acceptable with the Lord. It's acceptable with Him. Is that it? Take it patiently. All right, patiently. Take it patiently. G5278. I just want to hear this.
Strong's G 5278. Hupamano. Hupamano.
All right. To remain, to tarry behind, right? Abide, yeah, retreat or flee. Persevere under unfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in the Mashiach. I don't need to say any more than that. To persevere under unfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in the Mashiach. There you have it. Right? Patiently. Right? Patiently means to suffer. To persevere under unfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in the Mashiach. Like I say, there's some testimonies we can get into, but we keep it moving on that for now. Dear, enough said. That's the point right there, man. You understand? All praises to Yahweh Shai. Yeah, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood and holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praise of Him who have called you out of the darkness under His marvelous light. Here's another one. Yeah, people talking about freedom. We're gonna end with this one. Be subject to the governments, right? Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Why is that though? Right? We're talking about the higher powers. You're talking about the fire brigade. You're talking about the tyrants. A lot of them, the centurions, a lot of them are tyrants too. Elders and apostles are talking about them. They're not very nice people. Some of them, they have testimonies of knowing them. Right? Elder Apostle Tahar made mention of one of these centurions, policeman, them that so a lot of them are corrupt. Let me just say that. Yeah. So what is he saying here? Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, even when a lot of them are corrupt. Right? You got the elite too, the shadow government, the Gadi, the Gattis, the Rothschilds. Them, some of them are getting most sides picking them off. The a lot of those shadow government behind the scenes puppet masters. Right? We're behind the enemy lines, and we're subject to them too. The powers, right? As it says there, the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. Because they're puppet masters, manipulating the ones that are under them. But then you got a higher power than them. Yeah? Who are in the heart of the king is in the Most High's hands. Yeah? There is no power but of Yahweh, of God. The powers that be are obtained of Yahweh. Right? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Right? Whosoever therefore resists the powers resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive themselves damnation. Now that's the point right there. We're not free. We're not free, especially not now. Right? We're still in Deuteronomy 28. We're coming out of it, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, but we're still undergoing behind enemy lines, as we know, because we still have these national insurance numbers. And you know, we have to deal with these people right now behind enemy lines. Behind enemy lines, we've got to buy. We've got to go for our enemy, as it says in Deuteronomy. All the lists there of the curses. We've got to go to our enemy for the want of our things. So that's a daily reminder. When you know you've got to go to your enemy for a want of all things, and also you got a national insurance number. That's the constant reminder that you are not this, right? You are not that. You understand? And we're not none of these right now. But it's okay, because we are slaves to the ultimate power, which is not for much to the authorities that are under him, right? As we made mention of, the authorities that are under him, they're there placed by him, as we looked at in Romans. They're placed there by him. Let every soul be subjected unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are obtained of Yahweh. So we're under them, behind enemy lines, which the Most High has got them. They got you. He's got you. You got them. They got you. You watching us, and someone far superior, as you see the chariots, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, right? All you thieves that have us, Zechariah 5:4, that you have us, the eyes of the Lord have you, watching you through the windows of the thief. That's why we see the chariots coming over as reminders as well, that you soon be out of here. You soon be out of slavery, and you will soon be free. The chariots come over and they make a point, which I could do a video on that, how they literally make a point of pinpointing, and you feel good, pinpointing your house and going over it and beaming up, letting you know that we know you're here. Don't worry about it. You soon be out of it. And that's the freedom that we're looking for, being beamed up into the chariots and having those bodies, because that's when the movie really starts. That's when the action starts. When Yasha Allah, 1 Corinthians 15, right? In the twinkling of an eye, when we're beamed up into the chariots with the new bodies, we're going to come back there. Boom, boom, right? And that's when the movie starts. And that's freedom right there. And we're going to put the shackles upon you, right? We're going to break the chains. We're going to break the chain. There it is. We're going to break the chains and shackles, right? That's the new bodies, right? That's the symbol I'm symbolizing as the freedom, the new bodies. We're going to break the chains and we're going to put them on you. First, before we put them on you, we're going to break you up. We're going to break you up. We're going to broke you up. Let me say it like that. We're going to broke you up. And then we're going to shackle you up. But first, we're going to break the chains, yeah? Freedom. We're going to have that freedom. So, enough said on that. Right? For now therefore, if you will obey my voice, indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And there's a lot more words I could have get into, but for another time. The wada to Yehovah Shim Yoshai, Kala Yehovah Shim Yoshai, double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutes to all the 144,000 elect out there. And if I didn't say my name, Aria, coming at ya, Abarazar. Sometimes you forget to say your name, but Salakia if I did. But yeah, coming back at you with this video. The wada to Yehovah Shim Yoshai for putting the spirit on me to do this video. We on to the next.